Welcome to another amazing section with the Elite Tutor. So in today's class, we're going to be looking at an amazing concept. We're going to be looking at the concept of algebra for the elementary section. So please follow closely. Now firstly, let's establish the meaning of the concept algebra. When we say algebra, it has to do with finding unknown numbers. Algebra has to do with working with unknown numbers. And these unknown numbers, they are usually represented with variables. And when we say variables, we are simply saying letters. We are simply saying alphabet. Now let's watch closely how we solve algebraic expression. Now the very first example we have here, we have all bracket 4b plus 3 plus all bracket 5 minus 2b. Now the first thing I want to establish is whenever you have something like a minus b, the first thing we want to do is we want to open the bracket. And in order for us to open the bracket, I want you to understand that there is an invisible one by the side. In order for us to open the bracket, now I can't just go ahead to write this is a minus b. No. Now how do we arrive at a minus b? I want to establish that there is an invisible one because 1 is a neutral number. Because when you multiply 1 by any number, you will get that number. You're not getting 1. What do I mean? If I say 1 times 100, I'm going to get 100. If I say 1 times 1000, I'm going to get 1000. If I say 1 times a, I'm going to arrive at a. So 1 is like a transparent number. So in order for us to open the bracket, we have to acknowledge that there's an invisible one by the side. So we can go ahead to say 1 times a, we have that 1 times a minus 1 times b. So we have that 1 times a is a, and then 1 times b is b. So that's how we open the bracket. Now let's bring that principle to opening this our bracket. Now please pay attention and follow closely. So in order for us to open this bracket, we have to acknowledge that there's an invisible one here. We have to acknowledge that there's an invisible one. So in order for us to open the bracket, why are we assuming that there's an invisible one? Like I said, 1 is a neutral number. It's like a transparent number. When you multiply a number by 1, you ascertain that number. Now, let's open the bracket. 1 times 4b will have 4b. Plus 1 times 3 will have 3. Now, let's move over here. Our plus sign. 1 times 5 will have 5. Don't forget this is plus 1. Plus 1 times minus 2b will give us, because plus times minus we have minus. So we have a minus sign here. And then 1 times 2b will have 2b. So at this point, we've been able to successfully open the bracket. So what next? We collect like terms. So we are going to, for short, collect like terms. What are like terms? Like terms, they are numbers that have the same variables and same power. Same variables and same powers. Like I said earlier, when we say variables, we mean alphabets. Now, if I'm to collect like terms, I have 4b minus 2b. They have same variables. What are the variables? The alphabet b and b. And their power is 1. And then I have 4b minus 2b and plus 3 plus 5. So let's go further to add. So this will be 4b minus 2b will have 2b, and then 3 plus 5 will have 8. And then my final answer is 2b plus 8. Now let's look at the second question. The second question we have all bracket 3x plus 2y minus x minus 3y. Now the first thing we are going to do, we are going to open this bracket. And like I said, the principle for you to open the bracket, you assume that there is an invisible one. You will use that one to multiply everything here and use that one to multiply everything here. Now let's do that. So we assume that there's an invisible one here. We assume that there's an invisible one here. Now 1 times 3x will have 3x. 1 times 2y will have 2y. Now don't forget this is minus 1 because we have our minus sign. Minus 1 times x will have minus x. Now this is minus 1 times minus 3y. Minus 1 times minus 3y. First of all, minus times minus will arrive at plus. So here will be plus, and then 1 times 3y will have 3y. At this point, you'll be able to open the bracket. Now let's collect. Next, we're going to collect like terms. So we have that this is 3x, our like terms, minus x plus 2y plus 3y. Now, after collecting like terms, we go further to simplify. 3x minus x, we are going to have 2x. Now, let me say something. Let's not assume, because at Elite Tutors, we take algebra step by step. Now, when I say 3x minus x, this is same thing as 3x minus 1x. Why? The coefficient of x is 1. And then 3 minus 1 is 2. And then I bring my x. So that's how I arrive at 2x. Now let's make further progress. So 3x minus x is 2x. And then I have my plus sign. 2y plus 3y, which is same as 2 plus 3 is 5. And then bring my y. So 2y plus 3y, we have 5y. At this point, this should be my final answer because this can be further simplified. Now we have the third question. The third question we have 3c minus 2 into 3 minus 2c. Now at this point, the first thing we are going to do, we are going to try to open the bracket. Now if you look at this, you see that what? This is 2 into 3 minus 2c. So what is outside the bracket? What we are going to use to open the bracket will be 2. What we are going to use to open the bracket will be 2. Just as if we are having something like a into b. We are going to use a to open the bracket. So what is close to the bracket here is 2. So we are going to use this 2 to open this particular bracket. So we are going to have 3c minus 2 times 3 minus 2 times 3, we are going to have what? 6. Now minus 2 times minus 2c. Firstly, minus times minus will arrive at plus. And 2 times 2c will arrive at 4c. And at this point, you'll be able to open the bracket. We use this 2 to open the bracket. 2 times 3. When we say 2 times 3, it is 2 into 3 places. So we have what? 6. And minus 2 times minus 2c. Firstly, minus times minus will arrive at plus. And 2 times 2 we have 4. And then we'll bring down our c. Algebra. Now, next thing we are going to collect like terms. Let's collect like terms. We have 3c, this is plus 4c, plus 4c, and then minus 6. 3c plus 4c will arrive at 7c minus 6. And these are final answer because at this point it can be further simplified. And for the last question for this particular video, these are last questions, so we are going to have to solve it. So we have to click there. So now we are going to be solving question 4, which is the last question. So question 4 says 2 into 3x minus 1 minus 1 over 3 into 3x minus 9. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to try to open the bracket. And how do we open this bracket? We are using what is outside to multiply what is inside. We are using what is outside to multiply what is inside. Now let's open this bracket. What is outside is 2. So you can see that since we have a number here, we don't have to use the principle of what? Let's assume that it is 1. Because we already have an actual number here. Now let's open the bracket. 2 times 3x. We are going to have 6x. Your sign minus. 2 times 1, we have 2 times 1, we have 2. Now, we want to use what is here to open this bracket. Now, this is minus 1 over 3 times 3x. Now, let's show some workings. We have minus 1 over 3 times 3x. This is same thing as minus 1 over 3 times 3x over 1. Whenever we are multiplying fraction, we don't look for the LCM. We say the numerator times the numerator and denominator times the denominator. So we are going to say 1 times 3x. Numerator times numerator. So we have that word. 1 times 3x we have 3x. And 3 times 1 we have 3. Don't forget your minus sign. Now 3 we cancel 3. Our answer will be minus x. So what does this mean? Minus 1 over 3 times 3x, we have that minus x. And we have, let's also have the workings here. We have minus 1 over 3 times 9. Like we did here, this is same as minus 1 over 3 times 9 over 1. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So we have that this is 1 times 9 over 3 times 1. So we have that 1 times 9 is 9 and 3 times 1 is 3. So don't forget the minus sign. 9 divided by 3. We have that 9 divided by 3, we are going to have 3. And don't forget our minus sign, minus. So minus 1 over 3 minus 1 over 3 times 9. Now also what we didn't look at for now, this is a what? A negative sign. So I'm going to first of all say minus times minus will arrive at what? Plus. And then we can go ahead to say 1 over 3 times 9, which you see give us 3. So we didn't take into consideration the negative sign. This is negative 1 over 3 times negative 9. First thing, minus times minus will have plus, and then 1 over 3 times 9, we are going to arrive at 3. And then I've been able to show you. When we say 1 over 3 times 9, it's same thing as 1 over 3 times 9 over 1. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So we are going to arrive at 3. At this point, we will now collect like terms. So like terms, we have 6x minus x minus 2 plus 3. 6x minus x, when we say 6x minus x, we are saying 6x minus 1x because the coefficient of x is 1. So 6 minus 1 is 5, and then we bring down our x. So 6x minus x, we have 5x. And we have minus 2 plus 3. Minus 2 plus 3. You are owing $2 and you have $3. How much will be left will be plus 1. And we are going to end at this. And this will be our final answer, because this can be further simplified. Thank you very much.